In today's School Spotlight, we visit the oldest elementary school in Maple Grove.
Cedar Island Elementary has been part of the community for 47 years, and community is part of the lesson being stressed for today's students.
Welcome, everybody. We're going to get started with our breathing just to get ourselves calm.
Angela Bailey-Aldrich's 5th grade class circle up in a community building exercise.
We feel that relationships are really important, and so we're trying to teach them how to listen to each other, how to speak from the heart, how to share their ideas, how to be respectful.
The topic this day is why friends are important.
We help each other in all sorts of situations.
Friends are important to me because they'll always have my back when I need it.
Leona Santillan says when kids feel like they belong, it helps.
It does add up to kids being able to solve problems themselves. And that's really the goal, is for the kids to solve problems themselves. So definitely less referrals, less trips to the office, because they're learning the skills to work their problems out.
Educators contend it's an approach that's good for learning.
We work on having a sense of community and making sure that children feel like they belong at Cedar Island. We know that there's a strong emotional connection to learning. Children have to feel safe and they have to feel that they belong.
Translate. Now flip. Reflect.
These moves help the kids remember a geometry lesson. Principal Dan Wald says when kids are engaged in what they're doing, they learn better, and that helps keep this school's academics above average.
When children are excited to learn, it's easier to teach the basics. And when they're active, it's easier to teach the basics.
One way to do that is with a year-end celebration called a vocabulary parade, where kids choose a word they learned during the year and parade it around in a costume.
It's such a popular event in our school that over 90% of our parents come to the vocabulary parade every year to watch their students.
Volunteers like BETH BURGGRAFF are another part of this school community. She works for a living, but finds time to volunteer in part to stay in the know.
I can get to know who Jake is hanging out with. I can get to know the other teachers so that I know what's happening.
Beth is one of 250 volunteers who put in more than 4,000 hours on all kinds of projects, including a book fair for students, a first day of school parent meeting with families of new kindergarten students, and something called Kindness in Chalk, an event where families decorate sidewalks with words of encouragement.
We get a lot of work done. We make a lot of connections, and that's really what it's all about.
For students, it's also thinking about others. The Bobcat Council involves 5th grade students who organize service projects like a food drive and bringing in their own change to donate for the care of a leukemia patient.
It means something if they're the ones contributing, and that's really what we're getting at is giving, the feeling of giving.
Cedar Island has been part of the community since 1970, making it the oldest elementary school in Maple Grove, and its principal says it's important to teach young students what community means.
We have a chance to create citizens. We want our children to be good citizens when they grow up, so we have a role in teaching that.
Principal Dan Wald is in his 15th year in that job at Cedar Island.